process then that you have went through on this new record? Because obviously everyone knows the stories of the old records and the vibe that would be interested in Ream or fans of Ream, they might know the little stories. But I mean, for this new record that you've got coming out now, what's the vibe behind that?
Alan?
We started in 2015. We'd been working on some stuff, and we left. I think life took over a little bit. We left on a track called "Meet Me at Midnight," which had been started, so it was great. It had been left because I always thought there's no way that record's not being finished, and that needs to become finished. I loved it so much. Yeah. Well, but then life took over. Things happened, my relationship and stuff, and with Pete's life and everything. And it took some time, and then we eventually got time. For Pete was still in London then. We went back to the studio and got that nearly finished. And then, as Pete says, we just sort of gradually started doing a new record, something new. And Pete had some song, and just this is how it evolved. And then, of course, lockdown happened. Pete moved to Ireland, and then I'll let Pete take it from there.
Yeah, it's been tough actually, but Alan's done all the right stuff. He's for his work, so he's done the vaccination thing and the isolation thing when he's over here for 2 weeks, and we've been able to navigate that corridor, as it were. And in the meantime, we've spent a few weeks each time working up these songs to a level we're happy with, because our biggest problem, I think, doing this wasn't so much making the record, it was mixing it, because I think we've been left a little bit insecure in the past, because we've had the benefit of people like Tom Fredericks to help us go into large form, like SSL desks and all the whiz-bang machinery you get from a major studio, and we had to do it in the box. So we had to be really careful and go back, and we kind of shared each other's ideas. And Alan's got really good with Logic now, and because he's doing his own label with Field of Dreams, so he can jump in when he needs to, and he can cut stuff, because we're really running on that kind of, it feels more equal, the studio work.
I think our ears are better as well. Our studio, our sound engineering ears have got better.
Yeah, I think we're more comfortable. We don't overthink it. Like I was talking to someone the other day. He sent me a great. I must send it to you. It's fantastic. There's this video he's done of a producer looking for the right kick, and so he starts out and he's hitting the button and he's going, you'll know when you find it. Will only be, and he keeps going. And by the time it ends up, he's on the sofa with his head on the pillow, pressing the button. And I thought, I spent 4 days on a kick drum once. I mean, that's a kind of neurosis you can only be given, which is just wrong. Find the first one that works, and we can EQ it. We even had do you remember, Alan? We had the EQ on which one was it? The kick drum for it wasn't Emperor's. Yeah, and we just pulled up Ultra Beat, and I know how to synthesize it. So we got the one that felt the best, and we could EQ it, and it just sat in place. So all of that stuff now we feel very much more confident about. So yeah. And Alan found this guy in France to master it, and that just, again, like Jamie Oliver with cooking, it took it to another level.
Lockdown as well. The one thing about lockdown, it's been a positive for us. I mean, try and take some positives out of this, was that the album wouldn't have been as it is had it not been for lockdown, because there's some songs like there used to be Love, which has completely changed. We might have rushed out.
Yeah, it would have been rushed out. Yeah, you're right. Some of these things, they happen for a reason. Yeah, but no, definitely our mixing skills are where we want them. Now, so we feel, and the best bit as well. I don't know if Alan's told you, but we've actually learned Final Cut Pro in lockdown as well. We had time to film each other and put together our ideas. So the videos we've done are, they're not budget busting. We're not talking Marvel comics here, but they look great. They do the job, and we've been learning a lot doing that. So it's been really fulfilled. We've made good use of our time, I think. Al.
If anyone wants a video done, we are available. Was it God Awful?
God Awful and Cream. Yeah. God Awful and Cream off the top. I don't know.
Well, it's amazing that sounds incredibly creative what you guys have been up to. But I mean, what kind of genre? I mean, to people that maybe are used to the Ream stuff of the past, the hits. What would they expect of this record?
They're going to feel, then they'll know it's a Dream record. They will know it's a Dream record. The choruses don't disappoint. Alan will tell you, we were going to call the album Hope for You. Do you remember, Alan?
Yeah.
And then he chose a lyric from one of the other songs, which is Open Hearts, Open Minds, because I like to entertain people. Alan's getting into. Alan's only recently discovered that he could take his hands out of the pockets in choruses and put them in the air. So rather than standing behind me, he's now okay. We'll do the thing. So it's about entertaining people and bring a bit of fun. And the album will not disappoint in that regard. It's a bit of feel good, upbeat, positive vibes, man.
Oh, but it's not like, as Pete said, it's got a bit of the old Ream in it with strings and pianos. They've gone back to that and less of the live stuff, although there is live stuff. But there's good songs. The tempo ranges, doesn't get too fast. A little bit housey, but it's a nice. It's not boring, and it's great songs, and they're happy, and it's all about positivity. That's the one thing. Lyrically, we took a real stance that we're not going to write anything too negative in this, because there's enough negativity going on in the world at the moment. So
exactly.
It's quite hopeful. It's about hope and positivity. So.